Finally got corals into the reef tank, guys. This is my 50-gallon Lagoon display tank. This is my plans that I really want to fill like this area up with Euphilia, and then I would like to have a lot of acros up on the top. I really think I made my rocks really nice for the purpose of acropora into my reef tank, because a lot of top space and everything. So, you know, especially with these radions and for the beginner corals and stuff like that, I definitely want to place these on the sand bed, nowhere near, you know, on top of the lighting. Even when I was acclimating these corals, just floating them in the bag, I do not want to float them right on direct LED light, so I placed them in the back, in the back of the tank right there, so they won't get blasted with the radion lighting right at the top of the surface. So that's one thing, help acclimate the new corals. And yeah, these guys are looking real good. That's it, you know, the chalice. I'm not sure, I forgot the name of this guy right here, but it's real nice. If you know, let me know in the comment section what coral this is, but it's really nice when I seen it under the blue lighting. I will switch these lights to blue so you guys can see the colors on these guys. And yeah, hopefully they, for my first two corals, hopefully they will do phenomenal. And yeah, I'm just right now I haven't added any fish yet. Like I said, I still want to do a video on the importance of quarantining your fish. See, I still need to get a quarantine tank, you know, just a little 10 or 20 gallon quarantine tank for my fish, so I can quarantine these fish, because I will never again put a fish into my reef tank without it being quarantined, because I seen the terrible mistakes when you don't quarantine, and I learned a huge lesson from that. So yeah, so I'm waiting on that. And since I would like to have a couple wrasses in my reef tank, I'm gonna need a lid for a screen top for the Lagoon, so I'm getting that. And yeah, man, it's just a waiting game so far. And I'm just happy to get corals into the tank, and that's the exciting part for me, seeing a little life into the reef tank, you know, instead of staring at, you know, just an empty tank so far with rock and snail. You know, finally got the corals in the tank, and they look good. They do look good. So like I said, hopefully my new corals, these are my testing corals to see how my reef tank and the parameters is gonna balance out for this new tank. So they, you know, obviously I do not want to spend a lot of money on corals when your tank just got done cycling. So the best thing to do is buy the cheap coral first to see how they will do before you go ahead and get to the expensive coral. And then, like I said, I really like the SPS tank look from the skate. So we're looking at some acropora down the road for the reef tank, Euphilia, and a couple softies. I think this tank is gonna be rocking and rolling pretty soon, guys. So yeah, I will catch you guys up with another update. I'm probably gonna buy some Euphilia in this area the next time you guys see an update from me. But yeah, there's my reef tank. It's coming along slowly. Always slow is better than fast, guys. If I would have stacked this reef tank up with 15 corals, 15 of those corals probably would have died, and I would have lost money. It's best to go slow, start slow with 2 corals, 1 coral, or 3 corals at least. See how they do, instead of being impatient and just losing money. So just gotta be patient with this hobby. So And I finally, when it took patience with the cycling and all this, getting the algae, you can see no more algae in the reef tank. The snails, I keep telling you guys, the snails is the key. They, look at these, they all on the rocks. Every time the lights come on, I'm seeing them on the rocks cleaning, and the pumps, the back of the spin string pumps. Man, these snails go to work. I will always have snails as my #1 cleanup crew when it comes to algae. I'm not talking. For me, in my honest opinion, it beats the hermit crabs. They beat, There's some things that I haven't experienced yet when it comes to cleanup crew from algae, but for my most experiences, I'm going with the snails, #1. And when I say I really dislike hermit crabs, because hermit crabs, they will fight for the shell of the snail or each other for their shell and kill each other. That's why I say no to hermit crabs and stick with snails 100%, because they working for me. Look at the reef. No algae at all. Sticking with these snails. So yeah, guys. For the new video, it may be my quarantine tank video, or maybe adding more corals to the reef tank, guys. So I'm just slowly getting this build together for you guys. So stay tuned for future videos to come.